Good evening and welcome to This Week in Review. Tonight's stories include update on the museum project, town's new garbage containers, media release from the Western Healthcare Corporation. These stories plus community events, the BBS Playbill, Off the Rack and more coming up after this.
What if your family lived in a home on an island you couldn't leave? With limited amounts of food and safe drinking water. It would be very important to make things last, wouldn't it? Especially if your family kept growing and growing and growing. Well, it doesn't matter where your home is, because we all live on an island we can't leave. So please, use only what you need, because supplies truly are limited. We can do that.
On Monday of this week, we visited the museum project. The 5 workers on this EI booster has 3 more weeks to complete the project. When we visited on Monday, the workers were waiting for the floor tiles. Foreperson Bud Green told us that finishing up with the floor tiles, cleaning up and putting back the displays are all that remains to be completed. All of the vinyl siding has been completed. The window at the back of the museum has been removed and a new bridge has been built. Window facings and new rails have been painted. A new wheelchair ramp has been constructed to make the museum wheelchair accessible. The lift and side window pane has been replaced in the main door. The inside porch door has also been replaced. The porch has new flooring and new wall board partway up the wall. 4 new glass blocks in the window facing the main road has been replaced. A water sub pump was installed in the basement and 90% of the water has been pumped out. On the inside, new panel board now covers the wall where the windows were removed. The old floor tiles have been taken up and the floor was covered with new plywood. The washroom has been made bigger to make it wheelchair accessible. The washroom was given new flooring and a paint job to make the job complete. The counter in this area was removed to make more room for the displays. For the remaining 3 weeks, the workers will put down the tiles, seal and wax them, put down the baseboards, wash in the walls, and set up the displays. Plans are being made for the outside of the museum to be decorated with murals, which will show our history and heritage. Students at the St. John's Central High will be painting these murals in the spring or summer. With all the improvements, our museum will surely be a nice attraction for the tourists that visit our town. Don't forget to pass along your idea for Name the Museum contest. The town is getting ready for summer even though it's the middle of winter. During the council reports, the mayor has made mention of new garbage containers many times. Well, most of them have now been completed. They are octagon shaped and are made of cement. Inside it is tube-like and will hold the garbage bag. These containers will certainly cut down on litter being purposely dumped over the streets. This is just another improvement the town will be implementing for the upcoming tourist season to help make our town more attractive. Twelve people have been hired under the Special Employment Incentive to do some community enhancement. This program is funded by the Industry, Trade and Rural Development and the Department of Provincial and Municipal Affairs. Any program under the Special Employment Incentive has to be finished by March 31st, 2002. These individuals started on Monday, December the 10th. and since then they have been involved in a number of community enhancement programs. One of the first projects was to dismantle the wharf at Aaron's Arm. Plans are in the works to reconstruct this wharf in the spring if the funding can be obtained. 6 fire pump platforms will be constructed for areas where there is a shortage of fire hydrants or there is no fire hydrants at all. These platforms are being constructed near the water for easy access in case of fires. There are 3 in the Missers area, 2 of which have already been completed. This one near the Missers Bridge still under construction, one between Glen Ann's and Hubert Strickland's, and the other is down over this embankment of the Missers Pond. One is being constructed at Furbridge Harbour, one remains near Melton Vatchers, and another across from Scott's Garage. 6 of the workers are working at the ski trail making more improvements to the trail. They have also helped with putting new shingles on the museum and have constructed the new garbage containers. The platform for the new Welcome to Burgeo sign has been completed. The sign itself will be erected in the spring. With work scheduled to be completed on this project at the end of March, we can look forward to other community enhancement projects being completed. Stay tuned for more of This Week in Review coming up after this.
The earth can satisfy our needs, but not satisfy our greed. So please, use only what you need. It's not like we can go shopping somewhere else.
On Monday of this week, we received another media release from the Western Healthcare Corporation. Wait times for the baseline screening mammography testing have been reduced from 14 months to 2 months with the addition of new equipment at Western Memorial Regional Hospital. In late 2001, the Western Healthcare Corporation purchased a new digital mammography unit to replace the aging unit. A second new machine will be in place by early February 2002 and will be dedicated to screening. To address the long wait times, the corporation has continued to operate the whole machine until the new screening machine is operational. At that point, one of the machines will be dedicated solely to screening, while the other one will be used for both screening and diagnostic purposes. Interim CEO Alan Kendall noted, "We are delighted that we have this dramatic drop in wait times for screening. We knew that 2 new machines would have this effect, but we thought it would take a bit longer than it has." This outcome is also a result of us adding another technologist to screening to ensure we maximize the benefit of the machines. Nearly 80% of mammography done at the Western Memorial is screening. Screening is recommended for women from ages 50 to 69, which is seen as a group at a greatest risk. However, mammograms are also performed on patients outside this age group. If a physician notices a suspicious lump, a diagnostic mammogram is done within 5 to 7 days. Dr. Bill Casey, Regional Chief of Diagnostic Imaging, said, "People today have a heightened awareness about breast cancer because it affects 1 out of every 8 or 9 women." Now that the backlog is cleared up, we are able to give patients appointments for screening or for follow-ups in a far more timely fashion. This will go a long way towards providing early detection of breast cancer in Western Newfoundland. The 2 new units cost a total of $412,000. The purchase was made possible by a $95,000 grant from the Atlantic chapter of the Canadian Breast Cancer Foundation and $317,000 from the provincial government. The corporation has begun the process of having the mammography unit accredited with the Canadian Association of Radiologists. Dr. Casey hopes that by the end of 2002, the 2 mammography units at the Western Memorial will be formally accredited. Accreditation will mean that our programs meet national standards, he stated. It will also mean a commitment on our part to maintain those standards in the taking in and interpretation of mammography exams. We are excited about this new adventure. Mr. Kendall added, this new equipment is a greatly needed addition to the region's radiology service. We thank Dr. Casey and Rosemary Raymond, Regional Director of Diagnostic Images, for their tremendous assistance in helping us secure the funding to purchase both machines. We are also grateful for the dedication and efforts of all our employees in the Diagnostic Imaging Department. Staff have devoted themselves by taking training and assisting in helping raise the public profile of this department, which is one of the fastest growing in our corporation. The picture on the screen is the mammography technician Pauline Thornhill operating the controls as a patient undergoes screening at Worcester Memorial Regional Hospital. On Thursday of this week, students and teachers at the AJM took some time off from school for some snow fun. Here are some highlights.
Big sea hove in Long Beach, whack for Laurel, tattle diddle Lido. Great big sea hove in Long Beach, Granny Snook, she lost her speech to me right fall diddle all day. Great big sea hove in the harbor, whack for Laurel, tattle diddle Lido. Great big sea hove in the harbor, hove right up to Keogh's parlor to me right fall diddle all day. Mother dear, I want a sack, whack for Laurel, tattle diddle Lido. Mother dear, I want a sack, with beads and buttons all down me back, to me right fall diddle all day. Me boot is broke, me frock is tore, whack for Laurel, tattle diddle Lido. Boot is broke, me frock is tore, but Granny Snooks I do adore, to me right fall diddle all day. Fish is gone and the flower is high, whack for Laurel, tattle diddle Lido. Fish is gone and the flower is high, Granny Snook she can't abide, to me right fall diddle all day. She will have me in the fall, whack for Laurel, tattle diddle Lido. If she don't, I'll hoist me sail, hove right up to Old Canale, to me right fall diddle all day. Great big sea hove in Long Beach, whack for Laurel, tattle diddle Lido. Great big sea hove in Long Beach, Granny Snook she lost her speech, to me right fall diddle all day.
Stay with us for Off the Rack, the community events, and the BBS Playbill, all after this. Off the rack. This week as we scanned our tape rack, we came across a tape of a moose that visited our town. Let's look back to February the 2nd, 1997.
The local wildlife officer, with the assistance of the RCMP and the Burgeo volunteer firefighters, caught up with the moose near Shag Pond. They then chased it over Mainsea Hill, up through Messers Road, and across Seal Hole. The moose then returned to the wild unharmed. The Department of Wildlife would like to thank
Good evening and welcome to the community event segment of tonight's broadcast. I'm Jennifer Marks. The winners of the A.J. Matthews School TV Bingo were Eva Bryan and Laura Anderson. Congratulations to you both. The Brunettes have the next scheduled TV Bingo for Wednesday, January 30th. There will be one game for $300. Cards are $1 each or 6 for $5 and are available from any member of the Brunettes and are in most stores around town. Please support the Brunettes and play TV Bingo, and you could be the next winner of $300. The deadline to order a Valentine balloon from the Guiding Movement is Friday, February 8th. Balloons cost $1 each. These balloons will make a great Valentine's Day surprise for someone special in your life. Order your balloon today. The Ground Search and Rescue Team and the Burgeo Lioness Club will be hosting a skidoo ride again this year, sometime between the last week of February to the first week of March. The destination has not been finalized. However, weather permitting, Peter Strides, Lundgren's Lake, and Grand Britt have been considered. We will have more details later. The Burgeo Public Library are selling tickets on a Valentine's package, which includes dinner for two at Gillette's Motel, served with wine and dessert. You will also receive flowers and candy to share with your sweetheart. Tickets cost $1 each or 3 for $2 and are available from the library, Sears, and children involved with the library story hour. The draw date is Thursday, February 14th. The ACW will be having a potluck supper on Thursday, January 31st, starting at 5 p.m. in the Parish Hall. Supper costs $5 for adults and $3 for children ages 10 and under. This includes tea, coffee, and dessert. There will be a wide variety of dishes and desserts to choose from. The town of Burgeo, in partnership with the Burgeo Museum Committee, is looking for a name for the community museum. If you have an idea for a name, please pass it to the BDDB office by 4 p.m. on Friday, February 1st. The person selected with the winning name will be presented with a $50 prize. For more information, contact the BDDB office at 886-2302. If your group or organization has an upcoming event planned, we'll be happy to advertise it for you. Just call the BBS office by Wednesdays of each week to have items included in this portion of our broadcast. This concludes the community event segment of tonight's broadcast. See you next week.
BBS Playbill. Try your luck on Wednesday by playing Burnett's TV Bingo. Join Pans and the Gang for 2 stories, a craft, and lots of fun at Saturday morning at 11 a.m. on Pansy's Garden. And I'll be here again next week with This Week in Review. Next week's program will be followed by The Bandwagon. For This Week in Review, I'm Marie Rose. Good night and God bless.